Are you okay then, guys? Some time ago, back in 2021, I started off a SuperSoil trial where I dosed some really old potato compost with SuperSoil, different concentrations. There was none, there was 1 to 100 and 1 to 1,000. And I put it in pots, labelled them anonymously and hid the labels deep in the pots. And they're still hidden now. And I did a trial with radish and carrots, and this is the radish. Now, what I was going to do, the aim of the trial was to keep growing radish all summer long to see how good the SuperSoil was. But I think you'll agree, looking at this, there are some results there. So I'm not going to carry on. I don't know which is which. This is a totally blind trial. I've got no affiliation to SuperSoil whatsoever. So like I said, it's totally anonymous. The labels are still hidden. So before I reveal the labels, what I shall do is I'm going to record on my little chart how good the top growth is, how good the root growth is, the total weight of each plant, the average weight of each plant in each pot, the total weight of the radish in each pot, and then the average weight of the radishes. So I think before the sun starts blinding you all, I'm going to tip them out in no particular order. So let's start with the middle one. Oh, put these out of the way. And this is number 2, and I say for that one the top growth is average, so that'd be 2 out of 1 to 3. I'll try and tip them out carefully without revealing the label. If I see the label, I'll just bury it under the compost, all right, without looking. So let's have a look at the... Oh, good root growth. Good root growth, yeah. Yeah, that's good. Good root growth, yeah. Good. 2. I'll just put G for now and I'll write it up properly later. So, let's tip, oh, look, worm growth in there as well. Ah, there's the label. So, right, over there. Label in the corner, right. That's number 2's in that corner. I'm trying to be totally independent here, you know, it's really awkward. I've even got a bowl for washing the roots off, the compost off, so it's a good trial. They're not the biggest radish in the world, but the trial wasn't about how good the radish are going to be, really. It was about whether the radish would be different in the different pots, you know what I mean? So it's hard to explain. Right, so number 2's there. I might have to go back and look at this because I forget. Cool. I did have a lot of slug damage. I had a lot of slug damage. I nearly packed the trial in, guys. It was that, you know. Right, that's better. So, number 2. On and zeroed. I was going to write on the chart, I was going to put on the chart the number of radish. But like I said, they've been slug damaged pretty bad. Yeah, what can I say, right, zeroed. Total weight 53. And there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is it right, another one? Right, oh, let's do number 1. Is it 1? Hang on, yeah, 1. Well, top growth. I think you'll agree with me, that is pretty poor. Compost very heavy with this one. Obviously there's no growth to take the moisture up. Roots, I'd say pretty average. Right, number 1 is over there. I've not seen that. Right, quick rinse. Zero. 10 grams. 10 grams. Oh dear. And there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 again. Should be number 3, and that's light because that's, you know, the top growth's taking all that. Look at that. That is, you know, that's almost, well, it's a decent radish. Right, let's have a look. Here we go. Oh, label. Right, the label. That's the wrong right way up anyway, so I can't see it. Yeah, good root growth. Yeah. Oh yeah, really good. Oh, good for that. Root growth good. Top growth is top one. So, yeah. Right, and worms in this as well. That's good over there, buddy. You can help the peas now. Oh, that came off quick. And then it's still zeroed. Yep. Total weight 51. And there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, done with this. Cut the tops off. This is number 3. So as if you're going to eat them, you know what I mean? Okay. Let's check it's still zeroed. Yep. And this is number 2, so 24 grams for number 2. Number 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 again with number 1, that's 6 grams. And number 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 19 grams. Ooh. Okay then. Right, the first one went there. That's the big reveal. Oh, 1 to 100. So number 2 is 1 to 100. Or 100, no, 1 to 100. Number 3 is 1 to 1,000. And over here somewhere is the last label. There it is. 0. Okay. Well, just looking at that now, the results are pretty conclusive. I'll go and type this up properly and I'll get back to you. Okay then, I've typed the results up. Here they are. I can see through this, I can read it. Number 1, 0 SuperSoil. I've shaded it slightly pink. I'll zoom in a bit in a minute. Slightly pink so you can see it. The worst of everything. Now, the 1 to 100 and the 1 to 1,000, they're very, very close. And on the website, it does say less is more. So maybe 1 to 1,000. Yeah. 1 to 100, you're using 10 times as much SuperSoil to get 0.3 of a gram extra radish per radish, you know. So, you know, yeah. I'm convinced it works. I mean, can't dispute that. Maybe it might be a bit better with, say, a green growth vegetable like a cabbage or something like that. Might try that, winter cabbage, yeah. Hope you enjoyed this, guys. You know, it's something different for most people. I've never heard of it. And now I'm using it, so. Well, here's the chart. I've changed the colours around a little bit just to make them stand out. Now, don't forget, this trial was all about improving some really, really spent potato compost. I mean, this compost is what I used last year for my spuds in buckets. Multi-purpose compost with a bit of potato fertiliser added. And by the end of the year, it's totally depleted. Nothing in it whatsoever. As you can see from pot number 1, no SuperSoil and no growth. No top growth, no root growth really, and certainly no radishes. That's how poor the compost was. Now, the 2 different concentrations, 1 to 100, 1 to 1,000, I think they both work pretty well, but why use 1 to 100 when you're using 10 times as much as 1 to 1,000. And based on my small trial, I'm saying that SuperSoil works. I've got the carrot trial still going, but it's not going to be very good. I mean, the slugs have eaten even more of the carrots than they did the radish. So, and it's going to be quite a while before we see the results, because the carrots are a root crop and it take a while, you know. Believe me when I say, guys, this is a totally unbiased trial. I dosed the pots up 6 months ago, buried the labels, and you saw them today for the first time, same as I did. The pots have had no fertiliser whatsoever, just the spent compost and a bit of SuperSoil in 2 of them. Well, hope you've enjoyed this. Thanks for watching, have a great week, look after yourselves, and I'll catch you soon.